You see my smile looks out of place, just a little bit closer. It's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. I need you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video, ready to bless y'all with videos the right way, the authentic way. Now, as you can see what time it is, it's time for Flashback Friday. And as you can hear, I came in with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles with their song, Tracks of My Tears. Now, I've been wanting to do a video about Smokey Robinson and the Miracles for the longest, but I just didn't know how to do it. But Smokey Robinson is in the media right now, and it's not for the right reasons for what I like, because I think a lot of people is focusing on the drama rather than you have a legend in front of you. You should ask them songs about how they came up with writing these songs and the inspiration for these songs and studio sessions and things like that. But now it's all about the drama, and that just bothers me. And I was like, woo, this is my outlet right here. God do things for reason. Amen, somebody. And he does something to give you an opening, because I want to focus on the music. Here at Junior's World of Soul and R&B Reps with my partner Elise, we focus on the music. Now, obviously, if you got a little bit of the drama that you wrote it into your music, okay, fine. But if that's all that you're going to focus about, I think that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? So for me, I wanted to talk about the Miracles, because I feel like these guys really don't get the credit that they deserve as far as groups, because it seems like when it comes to Motown, everybody goes to the Temps, everybody goes to the Supremes, everybody goes to the Four Tops, Martha Reeve and the Vandellas, the Jackson 5, and then they start going to the solo artists, and they talking about Stevie and they throw Michael in there, but he wasn't. Yeah, he was solo, I guess, and Marvin, and then they go to Smokey, and I'm like, how y'all just bypass him being in a group? You know what I mean? And not understanding, if it wasn't for the Miracles and getting Shop Around in 59, Motown wouldn't have been what it was. You know what I mean? And after that, they start having hits after hits after hits. So I'm like, y'all, I think y'all should put them a little higher than what you have them. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I want to do a Flashback Friday video of me just talking about my 7 favorite songs from Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. So this video and this flashback video is going to be a sing-along. I'm going to give y'all some memories of the songs and all this good stuff. So hopefully you guys are ready. You know what I mean? I gave you a long enough intro. So hopefully you guys are ready and prepared. So we're going to get this started. So starting at number 7 was a top 40 hit that not really people really don't speak about a lot when it comes to the Miracles, which I don't understand why. But, I mean, I get it. It wasn't a top 40 hit, and, I mean, people are just worrying about hits these days. But this song was dope to me, you know what I mean? And it was actually the follow-up of a song on the countdown I'll be talking about a lot later. And it's such a good song. And, I mean, it was produced by Doja Holland, which y'all know by now is my favorite songwriting production team of all time. And I think they did. It's a nice danceable joint. You know what I mean? And the joint is called I Gotta Laugh, I Gotta Dance to Keep From Crying. You know what I mean? I know the phrase is you gotta laugh to keep from crying, but they was like, yo, you gotta dance to keep on crying. From crying, I gotta dance to keep from crying. You know what I mean? So this joint is dope. So coming at number 7, here is I Gotta Dance to Keep on Crying. Alrighty. Dope record, y'all. I like it, and that's why it's on the countdown. Here we go. Oh, hey, do the monkey. Catch it, the dance to keep on crying. The dance to keep on crying. Oh, I might have sung the wrong verse, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? And this song gives you the party feeling. Now, if you love the Miracles and a lot of their tempos is you feel like partying. You feel like, you know, you're at a party and you got people behind talking and you know, adding more to the melody and things like that. It's just such a fun song to me, and I wish it would have been a little bigger, but I guess the song that came before it was a huge record, you know what I mean? And maybe this was part 2 of it, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's just like, oh, no, we need something different, you know what I mean? But I love it. So that's the number 7 joint is I Gotta Dance to Keep From Crying. Oh, alrighty, keeping it going. Got my little notebook here. Alrighty, so number six. When you talk about the Miracles, I think this is one of the up tempos that you talk about. I see why, because it's just a fun, it feels like a fun song. Like, I know when I go to the Universe Soul Circus, they play this a lot. And then I looked around and everybody was singing along to it. It's just one of those sing-alongs that you want to sing and you put all your emotion into it and all this kind of stuff. Catch what I threw there, y'all. And it's just a great sing-along, you know what I mean? So I definitely had to have this on the countdown. So coming at number 6 is I Second That Emotion. Alrighty. See, I be giving y'all clues and stuff, y'all. So y'all gotta catch what I'm throwing sometime. Here we go. I second that emotion. Said, if you feel like giving me the lifetime of devotion, I second that emotion. Ba-da-dun, da-da-dun. Yes, so you know what's so crazy about this song? Like, inspiration comes from everywhere, right? So Smokey and Al Cleveland was in the jewelry store, and Smokey was buying Claudette, I think a necklace, and they got up to the counter, and he was like, and Smokey was like, I hope she loves this. And Al Cleveland was like, well, I second that. You know what I mean? And it was like, ooh, song. So they went back to the studio, Hitsville, USA, Studio A, and they came up with I Second That Emotion. Now, if you like, who is Al Cleveland? Al Cleveland was a songwriter, producer at Motown, and he's more known for what he did with Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. He was one of the songwriters of that song. So when you look at the liner notes and you see, you know, Al Cleveland is on there. So that's what you kind of know him more for. But he's written a lot more songs for Motown for real. But I have a memory. of this song. It's such a great memory. You know, when all my family was here, my grandmother, you know, the one I say, hey, girl, my grandfather, my cousin Desmond was here. My dad was here, but my dad was on the road. And my grandparents just moved into their condo and across the street from where me and my mom, where my mom still is now. And we invited our Coney Island family to come over, which is my aunt's sister, which she passed at 10 o'clock on, the day my grandfather died, and he died at 12. So we always say that she brought him in and said, it's all right, come on home. But, you know, they all came over, and I think they was about to leave, and we was playing Music Choice or VH1 Soul, one of them, and I Second That Emotion came on, and I started singing it with my cousin Robert, and me and him was going back and forth. He would take the leads, I would take the backgrounds, and it was great. And they looking at my mom, and I think I was around like 14, and they looking at my mom, and she like, yeah, he knows it, yeah, and they like, wow, and I'm in it, you know what I'm saying? And they all looking at it. I'm looking at my aunt's sister, she's smiling. I'm looking at my grandfather, he's smiling. My grandma's just a grinning, and it was just a moment I'll never forget. So that's why I definitely had to throw it on this countdown. So yes, I Second That Emotion. Such a classic from Smokey, you know what I mean? And it's such a great memory. So I have to say R.I.P. to my grandfather, my grandma, my aunt's sister, and my dad, you know what I'm saying? Even though my dad wasn't there, but he was still here, you know what I mean? So that's such a great memory for me. So coming at number 6 is I Second That Emotion. All right, so coming in at number 5 is a ballad that I think everybody goes to when you talk about the Miracles. This is probably the first ballad that you think about when it comes from them, and it's "Ooh Baby Baby," and this song was actually done by accident, y'all. But I gotta play this song so we can groove a little bit. So here we go. Y'all ready to sing along? Here we go. Baby, ooh, baby, baby, mistakes. I know I made a few. I always do that. I always do that to be funny, because Smokey, y'all know he be having that little yodel, you know what I'm saying, little vibrato that he be doing that only Smokey could do, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all, this song was actually by accident, because Shop Around came out, and now the guys are starting to tour, and you know they were doing a lot, of other people's songs like the Platters, and they was also doing oh God, I forgot what the group name is. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, but they were doing a lot of covers, and finally Smokey was on stage and he did ooh, and then they came in, everybody, his wife Colette, because she was in the group, y'all. And they just started harmonizing behind him, and they was just like, yo, we got to do a song like this, because I mean, once you start being with somebody for that long, you start knowing each other, you start knowing what each other doing, you start coming in with harmonies and all this kind of stuff, and they made a great song. And just to think that this song was made by accident, but becoming one of their biggest records of all time, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. But this is the one time I have to say, because y'all know I love the Funk Brothers. I love them down. But this is the time that the Detroit Symphony Orchestra really kind of got them, because I think you didn't need all that aggression and those strings that they were playing. You had to have something that was very mellow and smooth. And, Motown is made for, they jamming all the time. And this one, it was kind of like those strings just, you needed it for this type of song, but you cannot help but not hearing Mr. James Jamerson on that bass. Nobody plays a bass like that man. That's why he's probably the best bass player of all time, for real, for real. But the memory I have of this is my father's mother. She loves Smokey Robinson. Oh, she loves Smokey Robinson. Anytime she talks about Smokey Robinson, she smiles. And anytime I'm with her, like normally around her birthday, I like to play music. Obviously, that makes y'all know that's not far-fetched. And I love playing Smokey around her just to hear her sing. And when we get to this song and she just, ooh, baby, baby. And I just look at her and she's just in there, and I know she's probably having memories of the dances and all that, you know what I'm saying? The house parties that she used to go to, they were slow dragging. Well, slow dragging maybe was back in the 30s. My grandma wasn't slow dragging yet, you know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't even here yet. So, but yeah, they would, you know what I'm saying? And it just, takes her back there, and it's great to see, you know what I'm saying? And her singing along, and she just like, woo! And I'm like, oh, it's awesome to see. And then one more memory of this is when I went to Motown Museum with my brother Sin, and he took me. And when you first go in, they show you like a 20-minute video, and you're sitting there, and they're going through these songs. And I remember them playing Ooh Baby Baby, and I just remember looking around like, wow, yo, this was made right here. Like, I'm here. You know what I mean? And the Motown Museum was a life-changing experience for me, because obviously y'all know I love Motown. So it was a life-changing experience for me. So it was so great. And I just remember being there, and thanks to my brother Sin for taking me, because it was just an amazing moment. My mom is still mad because she hasn't been yet, but I'm going to take her. So I'm going to take you, Mom. Don't you worry. But yes, coming in at number 5 is Ooh, baby, baby. Alrighty. So number 4, we're gonna take it up a little bit. We're gonna take it back up a little bit so we can dance a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing what we ain't gonna do is act like the Miracles only had like they're known for their ballads, and no. They had some dope up tempos too. But this joint coming number 4 is gonna make you want to do the jerk. You're gonna want to do the jerk when you hear it, for sure. And this is the song where I always say when I hear it, I was like, yes, the Funk Brothers were jamming on this. You know what I'm saying? And like I said with I Gotta Dance to Keep From Crying, definitely had that house party type of vibe. This song does that too. So here's number 4, and this is Going to a Go-Go Jam. Don't you wanna go? Yeah, people, on time, yeah. Going to a go-go, everybody's going to a, come on now. I love this song. Like, before when I did this video and I was on my way home, I was playing this over and over again. You know what I mean? Because it brings me back to when I was about 5 or 6, and we were in South Carolina, and my mom was showing me how to do the jerk. She was just showing me how to do the jerk as a little kid, and I just was like, oh, I got it, Mom. And then you know how we are. You can start adding your own thing to it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what I'm saying? Add your own thing, and this is a memory of this is my grandmother. Hey, girl, hey, showed my mom how to do the jerk. So my grandma showed her and she passed it down to me. So it's always great, you know what I mean, for that song. But I have something to say about this record. I always feel like somebody was inspired by somebody. If it wasn't Smokey and Will Stevenson and Pete Moore or Holla Doja Holland, because the beginning of this song sounds like the beginning of another song. So I'm going to play the beginning of this song, and then I'm going to play the beginning of another song, and you cannot tell me they're not the same. So just listen to this, and then I'll tell you the song. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. I'm going to go to the next song. Now, don't Nowhere to Run beginning sounds just like Going to the Go-Go, and it came out the same year, 1965. So who was inspired by who? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I knew for sure. I was like, wait a minute. When I heard Going to the Go-Go and I heard Nowhere to Run, I'd be like, damn, okay, wait a minute now. They both sound the same. But the producers ain't the same. What's that about? I was like, okay, I mean, I guess the Funk Brothers is on it, so I guess maybe it has a little similarity. I don't know. But somebody was inspired by somebody. That's why anytime I play it, I be like, I play Going to the Go-Go, then I play Nowhere to Run right after because they got the same intro. I remember doing it one time, and my mom was like, what, you playing the song again? I was like, it ain't the same song. I was like, this is Nowhere to Run. This one is Going to the Go-Go. And my mom was like, well, damn, the intro sound the same. I said, don't they though? So somebody was inspired by somebody, but they both go hard though. That Nowhere to Run still go hard. Got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. All right, enough of that. It's about Smokey and the Miracles. All righty. So we had the number 3. Number 3 joint is Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. Now, this is just a song that you just really want to sing along to. You know what I mean? And it's just a song that it's just like when you hear it, it's just like, baby, don't cry. Bliss in the air. Like, that's what I feel when I hear this song. So I was like, yes, if I'm going to talk about my favorite Miracles record, this one was definitely going to be on it. So here is Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. And I'm going to go to the good old part, man. And this is, and then I'm going to talk about it. This is when Smokey's pen is nothing to play with. So here we go. Oh, baby, baby, here's why. Standing by, love is here. Standing by. So, you know what I always say about this record? I always feel like, I always think that Motown was very smart to release this song when they did. You know what I mean? Because to me, you know, music was starting to change. In like 1968, the landscape of music was changing big time. You know what I mean? That Holla Doja Holland, Funk Brothers type of thing was kind of moving in a more darker production to me, because this is when Aretha comes in. It's definitely making her splash into the mainstream. You know what I mean? You got, you know, Gladys coming into Motown, giving it that extra grit and soul. You know, Marvin kind of switched up his swag a little bit with songs like I Heard It Through the Grapevine and, you know, That's the Way Love Is, and, you know, Too Busy Thinking About My Baby. The production is a little bit more dark than it's just hand claps and I just want to dance to keep from crying. They didn't want that no more because it was getting more political. It was getting more, you know, artists were becoming artists. They had a lot to say. And, you know, for me, I always felt that, you know, Motown was very, you know, smart to release this during this time because it fit. You know what I'm saying? You can play an Aretha's, you know, I Never Loved a Man, or you can play, you know, her, you know, you can play anything from Gladys because she was on Motown. You can play, like, again, Marvin Gaye's I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Johnny Taylor's Who's Making Love, you know, the Temps production when Norman Whitfield started to be a little bit more dark. So I felt like this always fit for them. So I always thought this was a great song. And then I used to always love singing it along with my mom. Like, my mom knew all the words, and I just wanted to sing it and learn it. So when she was singing, I would just look at her, and I wouldn't mouth it like Oprah would do, and Oprah don't even know the words. She just, you be like, Oprah, what you doing, girl? You mouthing the words, and it's all wrong. You probably saying, you know, have a hot dog next week or something like that. And you probably saying that, trying to mouth it, and it's like, girl, no. So I finally learned the lyrics, and I was able to sing it with my mom, and it was so great because she played it, and she started singing it, and I started coming behind her with the background. And she was like, oh, you know the song now. I'm like, I know it. So it's always felt good to sing with her. So to sing with her with this, it was just great. So number 3, that is Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. Now, number 2 is my favorite ballad from The Miracles, and Smokey's pen on this is so ill, and it's The Love I Saw in You Was Just a Mirage. And listen, this song is just everything. And like I said, Smokey's pen on this cannot be denied, because the way he flipped it from coming from another song that you know, and you know what I'm saying, and added to this, I thought it was so brilliant. So coming at number 2, here is The Love I Saw in You Was Just a Mirage. Here we go. And just here, you got to hear a part, and you will get what Smokey did there. All of a sudden, said you disappear. Camouflage. The love I saw in you is just a mirage. Did y'all see Smokey's pen right there? Now, we just came from Baby Baby Don't Cry, and he did Your Love Is Here, Standing By. And then for this song, he said, just a minute ago, your love was here. Brilliant! The pen, that was brilliant. I was like, come on, Smokey, come on through. That was brilliant. A brilliant, brilliant thing he did there, yo. And to be honest, this was the first song where it started to become Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Before, it was just the Miracles. But now it became Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And it was a business move. You know, Motown was for the money. You know, when it was time for the fellas to go on tour, you got money for Smokey and you got money for the Miracles. So you started getting more money. And it was a business move. But I mean, in hindsight, we all know Smokey was the lead, but in hindsight, you kind of knew he was going to go solo. But it was kind of like, damn, I know feelings was hurt because it was like, wait a minute, we're the Miracles, and now it's pushing Smokey out in the front, even though he is, but now it's Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Like, we're an afterthought. You know what I mean? And that could be a little challenging. You know what I'm saying? But this is the time where it started to happen. Diana Ross and the Supremes. David tried it, but Otis said, oh no, I'm not having it. We are the Supreme. We are the Temps. We're not doing that mess. You know what I mean? So it worked for some, but, you know, yeah. But in hindsight, you kind of knew Smokey was up out of there. You know what I mean? All righty. We are at the number one song, y'all. We are at the number one song. This describes Motown to me. Party music that makes you feel good. You know, you might have a hard day at work. You might have a hard day. Just life. Life be lifing, y'all. And sometimes it's tough. And you need music to just get your mind off things. And back then, for what, you know, our people was dealing with back then, it was hard. So you just needed music just to take your mind away. And the same thing, you know, with the non-blacks. They had to, you know, they just like great music as well. So just for Motown to be that barrier to cross over, to have the whites and the blacks dancing and forgetting about the problems, you know what I'm saying? For that moment, everybody's dancing and having a good time. It's just a great thing. And I think that's what music is supposed to do. And I think Mickey's Monkey does that. And I love this record. Anytime it plays, I go crazy about it. So that's why this song had to be the number one song on my countdown. And again, here is Mickey's Monkey. All right, we gonna sing along. Y'all grab y'all cup. Let's do this. Lum-de-lum-de-la, whoa, lum-de-lum-de-la, lum-de-lum-de-la, come on. Monkey see, monkey do, lum-de-lum-de-la. I'm trying to do the monkey, I'm trying to do the jerk. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, y'all hear that horn, but I ain't gonna talk about it too long because y'all know how I do when it comes to horns. You know what I mean? But this song, actually, Lamont Dozier was playing the chords to this, and Smokey was like, yo, give that to us, give that to us. And I love, like I said, it felt like a party. You know what I mean? And it really was, if you think about it, because all the people that's on background to this, the Temptations, you got Mary Wilson of the Supremes, you got Martha Reeve and the Vandellas, you got who else is a part of this? I think I've named everybody. Oh, the Marvelettes, they were a part of it as well. And they behind there, and it's just a party, and it feels that way. Everybody just singing, feeling good. Dum-de-dum-de-da. And then at the end, they just following Smokey, what he do. Like, he like, yeah, yeah. Like, they just, it's a call and back and forth, and I think it's such a great, great song. It's a great feeling, and I will always love it. And I'm so glad that they put it in Cooley High when they was dancing at the diner, and they were going in. Like, it was such a great song, and you can't help but to dance to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, y'all, I gave y'all a dope countdown. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all some memories behind it. I gave y'all a little bit of history of some of the songs and things like that. But, yo, at the end of the day, I gave y'all some dope songs. So, my countdown for my favorite Miracles records is, let's pause this, number 7. I Gotta Dance to Keep From Crying. Number 6, I Second That Emotion. Number 5 is Ooh, Baby, Baby. 4 is Going to a Go-Go. 2 is Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. No. 3 is Baby, Baby, Don't Cry. 2 is The Love I Saw in You is Just a Mirage. Blame it on this. And number 1 was Mickey's Monkey. So I hope from all this, y'all saw that Smokey and them deserves to be higher. When people talk about groups of the 60s of Motown, they had hits from 59 to 70. They had hits just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they should get a little bit more credit because, I mean, hey, if Shop Around didn't hit the way it did, Motown's history would be a little different. You know what I mean? And from there, they was pulling out hits. So, for real, if you're going to say the Temptations, if you're going to say the Supremes, you're going to say the Four Tops, you need to throw the Miracles up in there too. You know what I mean? And as you can see, all the songs that I gave y'all were top 10 hits. The only one that wasn't was I Gotta Dance to Keep From Crying, because that was the follow-up to Mickey's Monkey. You know what I mean? So, but again, I had to do this because I don't like how Smokey Robinson is in the media right now. I don't think it's right. I don't like it because at the end of the day, he's a legend, and we should focus on the legendary things he did in his career and how many doors this man opened. He's one of the best writers of all time, and he should be respected as such. And to bring him on a platform to talk about drama, I'm not cool with that. You know what I mean? So again, that's why y'all saw it's all about the music here. We was able to jam, we was able to party, and at the end of the day, we shouldn't do no clownery like that when you got a legend there. Talk about the music, and that's where it should have stayed. You know what I mean? So catch what I just gave again. And I said I cannot end this video without ending it with a song that everybody sings along to. And this is a classic from the guys. And I hopefully see y'all next week on the Throwback Thursday. Check out our new episode this Sunday of the R&B Reps. We are doing an episode with Dart Adams, and we're talking about Ray Ray from Raphael Sadiq. Such an amazing episode. Y'all subscribe to the R&B Reps. Y'all subscribe to Julius World of Soul, and keep, showing us love and bringing back some cousins, like Elise say. So here we go. I'm going to go out with this song, and here we go, y'all. Tears of a cloud, where there's no one around. Oh yeah, I'm out, y'all. Peace.